All right, we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all of my comic book collectors, power viewers, and ultra power viewers out there in the comic book world. My name is Chris. This is my channel, We Love Comics. Sorry about the delay. I was actually having to report an eBay seller from one of the videos you saw I did a couple of days ago. They actually tried to leave on positive feedback a very nasty comment, which goes against eBay policy, which doesn't surprise me with some of these sellers, unfortunately. But I was on hold a lot longer than I thought I was going to be, so apologize for the delay, but very glad you are all here. And as always, before I start the video showing the comic, I want to say hello to the people that arrive here early, so hopefully that encourages people. As soon as you see a live show, come on in, join the chat, and join the conversation. So first today, we got Jericho 1123. He says, hey, hey. So I say, hi, hi. Moon Knight is here. So we have our first Marvel character. Wondering when you're going to make a TV show or a movie. We got Harvey. Always good to see you. Even though you can't hear me right now, but you will see this on the replay. We got John. We have Mark. We got ROBT. So Rob T. Snyder. Let's see. We have We Love Comics, so I'll say a shout out to him. I've heard that's an awesome channel. Cue Ball, Michael P, Brandon, Devil Dog, Paul, Johnny, the Kid. Oh, I love when I scroll down, all of a sudden 90 people just like flip up. Ricky, we got Matt. It's Danny M8. Finally made one of them. He says hello from the UK. Welcome. Comic Lover Omega, Marvel Joe, Dominic. We got Herbert. We got Chris. We got Kirkino, and forgive me if I butcher some of these, Felix Eddy, and Wilson Ramos Jr. Welcome. We got plenty of others, but I don't want to spend the whole time saying hello to everybody. But like I said, if you arrive early, then you are having a very high chance of getting one of the shout-outs. So I have a comic here that I want to show you, and this is what I call, and I might keep this as a new series, what I call sleeper picks. And what that means is when certain characters, heroes, villains, what have you, end up in a Marvel movie, TV show, or end up being hot, a lot of people tend to go for the most valuable comic of theirs. And a lot of times some of the other versions of the comics slip under the radar. And that's ones you should pounce on, especially if you cannot afford some of the first appearances and sometimes even origins, because it depends on the character. You know, some characters go all the way back to the Golden Age. So this is a Silver Age character. This is an easy book to acquire. Most people may not even know about it, but this is a book I would highly recommend that pretty much, you know, this is going to involve a character that's coming over from the Fox Disney deal. So this character, it's just a matter of time before they're in a Marvel movie. And this is a book that many people may not know about, one that you should pick up and probably get pretty cheap. So let me first adjust my camera. And don't forget to wait until the end to see who's today's surprise subscriber shout out. If you are here, if you are so kind to give it a thumbs up, if you appreciate my videos, I always thank you in advance for this. So let's show the comic, because that's what you're here for. This is Marvel Superheroes presents Doctor Doom, issue number 20. Now, if you're not familiar with this book, because you're new or you just never heard of it before, this is the first Doom solo comic. So this is the first time Doctor Doom has a solo issue. So his first appearance is Fantastic Four number 5. Good luck even getting a 0.5 for under $1,000. His second appearance is Fantastic Four number 6. Good luck getting that one at a 0.5 under $2,300, because not only is it the second appearance of Doctor Doom, it's also the second Silver Age appearance of Submariner and the first villain team-up. So that's an expensive comic. I already showed another comic on a video last week about his origin comic. Hopefully you'll check that out if you haven't seen it. So that book is getting up there a little bit. This book I only spent $30.50 on. Now, this is one of those very thick books, like the Giant Size X-Men number 1. So you can see all the words on the side here. It's a very thick book. If you can see them from the front, that means this book has been kind of smashed. stay away from that or try and get a better price on it. So this is a very thick book. And look at that, a whole 25 cents back in the day. So this has a little bit of a split right there. This could definitely benefit from a pressing and dry cleaning because there's a little bit of a concave here. And most of the time, the reason for the concave is people stack too many books all facing the same way. And the side with the staple is a little bit thicker. So as they compress on each other, it leaves that little indent. The good thing is it's not color breaking. So you could see, especially with the areas that are black, there is no creases, which means I can get this pressed out, and that will get rid of that problem. So if there's color breaks, it won't help it, but it will help that little concave, and this could definitely help with a dry cleaning as well. So I only paid $30.50 for this book. Now, Doctor Doom is eventually, I mean, they would be crazy to never use him. So they will. They're just probably not going to use him right away. They want to build up to it because this is a very major character that you don't want to do a one and done with. At least I hope they don't. I want him to be having a recurring role because, you know, he plays a lot of roles in the comics throughout the history of his creation. So he's more than just a one and done character like Ultron or Apocalypse or something. I don't think you'll see him and then kill him off, which means they were even thinking about a solo movie for him, but that was with Fox, and that got discontinued, so I don't think they're going to do that, but you never know. But I think this is a very important character. This book could easily be purchased for under $50 in lower to mid-grade, obviously 9.8s and things like that. You're talking going to be $1,000 or more, but to me, like I've always said, low grade is better than no grade. This is probably a 3.5 to a 4.0. I mean, that's the only major damage, and that's not even ripped off. That's just bent up a little bit. It's called dog ear. So again, that can be pressed out. Obviously, I'm going to check the whole book. But this is definitely one to pick up that many people are going to either overlook, not think about, or not know about. And if you've seen, like, Black Panther's first time, where he has a solo, Doctor Strange, and some other characters, that their first solo isn't their own comic book, these tend to rise. Now, it's a little different with villains, but this is one of the exceptions, because this is a major villain. And like I said, in my opinion, I don't think this is going to be a one-and-done character, so I think this character is going to be in the MCU for a while, maybe a whole phase. So we'll see. But again, if you buy something cheap and if it doesn't work out, you're not really, you're not betting the farm. So always keep in mind, any kind of investment comes with any kind of risk. So if you are buying to try and make a profit, I hear all the time when people ask me, is this a good deal? Is that a great deal? My response is always this: it depends on the price you pay for it. Because even if you get Amazing Fantasy 15, if you spend $10,000 and it's only worth $7,000, well, it's going to take you a long time to regain just breaking even. So make sure you do your own research. Make sure you know the value of the comics. Try and make deals. Do hunting if you have to. Me, I just love eBay because it's just easier. Because even when I have the problems that you saw I had last week, all of them got resolved. I got my money back or I got a discount. So I don't worry about eBay, but I can shop at 3:30 in the morning on a Sunday, have it delivered to my home, and get things sometimes even cheaper than if I was to go, for example, get a book signed at a comic convention. So, I mean, to each their own, but if you want to go comic shopping or yard sale shopping or go to antique shops, flea markets, do trades, there's always a way. So use the brain of yours, and remember, doesn't matter what book you buy, it depends on how much you pay for it. So try not to overspend. Some of the exceptions are like a Hulk 181. Those aren't going to be that cheap these days. If you can find it a little bit less than what it's currently worth, or even at what it's currently worth, the potential of that book going up before it goes down is a lot higher than the other way around. So make sure you do your research. Make sure you know what you're investing in. If you are doing this for investing, you should know what you're talking about. And that means more than just watching videos. It means doing your homework. If you're not willing to do that, you are going to be disappointed more than you will ever be happy. So that's why, like, when I do videos, like even when I was talking about the person playing the Batman, and my opinion, which, by the way, is just an opinion, and what I thought about the new Batgirl, and my opinion about that, it's through experience of what I've seen for 30 years or so collecting comics. And my cat agrees. He wanted to come over and say hello. So everybody, if you are one of my power viewers and watch to the end of this video, let's see who knows which cat this is. Don't mention it in a live chat. Mention it on the upload when it processes. So don't forget also, if you're interested, I am selling my mystery boxes. Here is the link if you are interested in that. Just scroll all the way down to the bottom once you click on it. It's also in the description. And please, if you can hit a thumbs up, I always appreciate the support. Make sure, if you are one of my power viewers, you do mention that. Let everybody know. And if you're an ultra power viewer, that means you watch every video that you've seen of mine to its completion. So that doesn't mean you had to see all, like, 500-600 videos I've done, but since you've been here. Alright, so thanks for watching. Remember, that is the honor system. Make sure you don't put you're a power viewer unless you really do watch them. Skipping doesn't count. And Probe186 says, where's my shout-out for suggesting that book? You are correct, because I did not know who actually, I didn't remember who gave me that suggestion. So I always give credit, and I thank you for being here and letting me know it was you. So Probe186 is the person that did suggest that book, so I absolutely will be giving him the shout-out. So Probe186, thank you for that, and thank you for letting me know, because it was a while ago when they suggested it, so I get so many suggestions I forget. So thank you. And today's surprise subscriber shout-out, that's a bonus one. We are going to pick Greg A. If you are still here, let your presence known. You are today's surprise subscriber shout-out. Hopefully, I will earn your subscription if you are not subscribed. Lewis says he's a power viewer. And Harvey says, I bought my camera, wasn't working when I was taking color pics of my cat Felix. It turned out black and white. Well, that's all right. That just means it's more nostalgic. So that's it. Thank you very much, everybody. And Greg was here, so thank you for that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you ask for deals. Make sure you wait for deals. Don't just go to eBay and buy the first one you see, because if you overspend, it's nobody's fault but your own. So please do your research. And do not forget, if it's not you, it is not I. It is We Love Comics. Happy hunting, everybody, and say goodbye, Oregon. Oh, see, I gave you the name of the cat. Peace out.